Hey, this is Scott, and today I'm here at the Rio Marathon in Kochi. The runners should be coming behind me any second now. And I was here about a year ago to test out the Canon 85mm f1.4L to see how well the autofocus could keep up with the runners, because everybody says it's incredibly slow, and it is, but it actually surprised me how well it could do, especially if you stop it down even just a little bit. It kept up pretty well, and I thought it was at least usable. But today I'm back here with the new Canon 85mm f1.4L IS, and I want to see how well this does, not necessarily in comparison with the 1.2, but just in general. So I'm going to be shooting some of these runners with this at some different apertures, 1.4, 1.8, and 2 and 2.8. And I just want to see how it performs. I'm expecting that it will perform a little bit better at wider apertures like 1.4 and 1.8, but we'll see how it does. So shooting with the 85mm f1.4L IS felt pretty good. It felt like it kept up pretty well, even wide open. Just checking very quickly on the back of the camera, it seemed pretty nice, but I'm going to go and check it on the computer, and I'll put some overdubs to talk about how I thought it performed when I get to look up close. So taking a look at these on the computer, there's really not a whole lot to say, just because the results were so impressive. These were all shot at 2.8, and there's really not even much of a point to showing you, just because they were all pretty much perfectly in focus. If you look here at 100%, very sharp, and look at a series of shots here, they are all sharp. It kept up very well with the movement at 2.8. I will have all of these available to download if you want to take a look for yourself, but again, at 2.8 there's really not a lot to say because it just worked pretty much perfectly. Moving over to the shots taken at 1.8, was pretty close to the same actually. Most of them were in focus as much as I could expect them to be. This is again at 100%, and if we take a look at a series of shots, pretty much all of them are in focus. There's one or two here and there that were thrown off a little bit, I think, by the hand coming in front and distracting the autofocus. I was trying to focus right here on the number, but I mean, that's to be expected. That's not the camera or the lens's fault. It did a very good job of keeping up with the action, even at 1.8. There is a little bit more chromatic aberration here and there compared to 2.8, but the results are still very good. And I don't have any chromatic aberration correction on here, so this is what you're getting straight out of the camera. Very good results, even at 1.8. Moving to the shots taken at 1.4, these were all taken at 1.4, and it was also very impressive. This is still at 100% here, and if we take a look at a series of shots, you can see that they're pretty much all in focus. This series here, maybe the last one or two. Again, I think that his hand came in front of him here in between these two shots, and that distracted the camera just a little bit. I might have, moved off. That's most likely due to, this hand, or due to my own error. So the lens itself kept up with the action amazingly. Let's take a look at another series here. I was focusing somewhere around the number or the mark on his shirt, and again, once in a while, like here in the middle, his arm came up and got in the way. But that's to be expected. It very quickly reacquired focus, and it did a good job of keeping focus after that. Every series of shots that I took, I was surprised that pretty much all of them that I would expect to be in focus were in focus. You can see here again, just this hand got in the way here. But all of the other shots, again, it required focus very quickly and kept it after that. It does a very good job, even wide open at 1.4. Definitely more impressive and more usable than the 1.2, the 85mm 1.2 was. It keeps up very well, and you can shoot wide open even with a reasonable amount of movement in your frame. I will have more content coming on the 85mm f1.4L IS, so if you want to see that, be sure to subscribe to see that when it's updated. But for now, if you have any questions or comments, leave it down below and I'll definitely get back to you. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.